everybody, Matt Travis coming to you at the Potential You. Today I am shooting this video in a gigantic bouncy house. You might be like, why, Matt? Well, it's my birthday today, and even though I'm 38 years old, I still love to have fun and bounce in a bouncy house, and it was a great idea, especially during COVID, to have something for my kids and I to do when we can't go out and be with other people, right? So today's tip for the 21 days of life transformation tips for 2021 is focus on what you want and the gratitude for what you have. This has been life-changing for me. And I've found that, doing things like this, getting a giant bouncy house, makes me feel so much more grateful and so much more lucky for the life that I live. And it keeps it fun. That's a very, very important key, right? So I find that on my birthday every year, I start to try to focus on the gratitude and the wins that I've had from the past year. Now, this past year, like many of you know, it was very tricky. And even with as tricky as things were, there were tons of things that I've been grateful for and tons of wins that have just made my life better. And I'm sure even with all of the craziness and hard things that you've gone through, because I'm guaranteeing that you've had those as well, there's tons of things that you can pick out that were things that you were grateful for and wins that you have. And the biggest thing, and this is one of the main things that I've learned this particular year, and one of the most valuable things you could take into 2021 is you are where your attention is. You are where your attention is. My attention is on gratitude, wins, and the things that I want. And when I focus on those things, I get more of them. It's an energy attraction thing. It's basically, if you've heard of the law of attraction, that's really what it is. And it's focusing on those things each day, because what do a lot of people do? They focus on what they don't want. And then what happens? They get more of that, right? You ever see the people that focus on lack and the things that are going wrong and all that stuff? They're miserable, right? And they live in this misery, and misery loves company. So it just starts to bring about more and more of that, and the energy just attracts more toxicity. So I decided about 4 years ago, that I was only going to focus on gratitude, wins, and the things that I want. And when I did that, and of course there's days where my mind tries to get me to focus on challenges and problems and things like that, but then I have a day like today where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna get a bouncy house, I'm gonna have fun with my kids and focus on how grateful and lucky I am to have such an amazing family and just have fun, right? Absolutely have fun. And I feel like you don't want to take life too seriously because you'll never get out alive. That's one of my favorite quotes. And I have it written down so that I can focus on it, right? So these are the top 3 things and the tips I'm going to give you today that have helped me. Number 1, every day when I wake up, the first thing I do is I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. And when I woke up this morning, I felt massively grateful, and I wrote down 4 things. And one of the things that I'm massively grateful for is to be able to serve and help all of the people within my company and all of my members and all the people that I share value with every single day. And of course my kids, my family, my wife, and there's always things you can think about to be grateful for. If you wake up and you're living, that's gratitude, right? The second thing is I focus on the 3 things that I want to be doing that day. Right? So every day I'm like, what are the 3 big things that I want to do that day that are going to get me the results for the things that I want? And that helps me focus my energy on the things that I want versus what I don't want. Because every day things come up that try to throw me off course, try to throw me off track. But if you keep focusing on what you want and then take action to go and get what you want and not worry about the challenges and the roadblocks and those things, you're going to get more of what you want. The last thing, and this is super important to get your mind right before you go to bed, you want to focus on the 3 things that are going to, that were your wins for the day, that are going to send you off into dreamland in a positive, happy manner. What do so many people do? They dwell and they overthink at night, and that's why they have trouble sleeping, right? Because they're focusing on all the things that didn't go well, or things that they didn't want, or all those things. So I send myself into dream time with positive wins and affirmations of the things that went well during the day. This is the key to transforming your subconscious mind. And if you do those things, the 3 in the morning, right? Focus on the 3 things you're grateful for. Then write down 3 things that you want to accomplish that day and that you're going to go do, and the actions and the granular actions you're going to take. And then the 3 things at the end of the day that were wins for you. This will change your life now. It's a consistency thing, right? I've been doing this for about 2-3 years now, and it's changed my life because I'm just a happier, more driven, focused human being because my attention is on what I want versus what I don't want. And what I want each and every day is to have fun and enjoy my life. Because we only have one life, folks. We might as well have fun while we're living and we're doing this stuff, right? And I completely understand that a lot of people right now are in tough spots. And if you start focusing and thinking about these things, it's going to make your tough spots even just not as tough. It's going to make it so that you are feeling better about what's going on in your life. And I'm here to support you and help you in any of this stuff. So let's keep showing up, taking action, and you will get results. Now, if you want more support, I'm going to be hosting a 5-day workshop, absolutely free, to teach you how to shift your mindset, transform your health. If you're a business, if you're an entrepreneur, I'm going to teach you how to do that and shift it, because it's all your business, your life, your health is an outward reflection of your inner game, inner mind, right? So I can't wait to help you during the Empowered Entrepreneur Life Workshop, and I will see you there. Have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you in day number 4.